So on this configuration, I'm going to be using VTP. As you can see that I have two switches here. I'm just going to use VTP to demonstrate how we can create these three VLANs here, VLAN 10, VLAN 20 and VLAN 30 on the first switch, and have it replicated across on this other switch here. And then of course we are going to be configuring sub interfaces for each VLAN. Of course, you know that each VLAN represents a broadcast domain, so we are going to be creating three sub interfaces on this Cisco router here representing the three various VLANs, and we are going to configure DHCP for the three different networks in such a way that each device on each VLAN would acquire an IP from a subnet that corresponds to its VLAN. So without wasting much time, let's just jump in and get this done. So I'm going to be starting off on this first switch, as you can see here, which I would like to call switch A. So we just jump in, go to the command line of that switch, and then of course we go to global configuration mode. Over here I'm going to be creating the VLANs, the three VLANs. But before then, let me just set up a VTP domain and to make sure that whichever thing I create here will be replicated on the other one. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and say VTP domain. I'm going to call it Cisco. Okay, it was on null before, but now it's been changed to Cisco, so I'm going to give it a password. I'll say VTP password. You can use anything, but I'm using Cisco. So having done this, I'll come over to the second switch here and do the same, just to make sure that they are on the same domain and they have the same password. Okay, now another thing I need to do for easy communication between the two switches before I start doing my configuration is to make sure that this port connecting to the second switch and the other port here on this second switch, that both of them are configured as trunk ports. If you leave it by default, it could negotiate trunk dynamically, but just to be sure, I like doing it manually. So I'm going to go to that port on this switch here. You can see from here that this is a F0 of 8, so I'm going to come over here and say interface F0/8, and I will say switch port mode trunk mode. That's how you change a switch from an access mode to trunk. As you can see, this other one is done and they are both negotiating at the moment, but let me just set this other one up real quick. So I will say interface F0 of 1 over here, and I will say switch port mode trunk. That changes it to trunk. So having done that, I will just come over here on the first switch here and create the VLANs. So we exit the interface mode and I will say VLAN 10, and we can call it a name. We'll say name, let's call this one let's say tech department, and then we'll say VLAN 20, let's call this sales department, and then I'm saying name sales, and then I'm going to say VLAN 30, and let's call this one let's call it HR department. Still make the same mistake, name HR. So having done this, I'm going to come over to here just for us to see the work of VTP. So when I come over here, I didn't create any VLAN here, but I'm just going to come over here now and say show VTP. Show VTP status, forgotten. Show VTP start. Okay, as you can see here, the configuration revision number of this switch at the moment is 6. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be showing you that some activities that have happened here. So let's just say show VLAN, and over here you can see that we have tech, we have sales, we have HR. So that is the work of VTP. It does VLAN replication across switches in the same domain. So having done that, the next thing I'm going to do is this. I will just assign ports over here to different VLANs. As you can see from here, if you look very well, and this is a F2 to 3, and I think I have a F4 to 5 here, and F, and just like that. So okay, I have F1 here connecting to the router, so this is going to be F2 to 3 here, while we have F4 to 5 and F5 to 6. So I just want to be sure that we are not making any mistakes somewhere. So this is F2 and this is F3. So since both of them are going to be on the same VLAN, so we're just going to use the range command, and I will say interface range F0 of 2-3. That's how you pick them, and you say switch port mode access, and then switch port access VLAN 10. That's all. So those two ports have been assigned to VLAN 10 at the moment, and they are members that they've been made access ports. So the next thing we are going to do is, for these other ones, I need to be sure the port that this one is. So this is 4 and this is 5. Alright, so I'm going to pick the both of them and make them members of VLAN 20. So over here, I'm still going to say interface range, okay, F0 of 4, right, F0 of 4-5, and I will say switch port mode access, and I will say switch port access VLAN 20. That does it for them, and I believe the other one should be 6 and 7, so I will still use the interface range command here. I'm going to change this to 6, while this one should be 7, and then I will say switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 30. That does it for those ones, and I'll come over here just to be sure, and this one should be F0 of 2 to 3, yes, because I have F0 of 1 connecting here. So I'll come over here, go to global config mode, and I will pick interface range F0 of 2-3, and I will say switch port mode access, and I will say switch port access VLAN 10, and then I'll do the same for the other ones. This is going to be 4 to 5, switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 20. I think that's how it should be. And then this other one should be from 6 to 7, 6 to 7, and we'll make it to be access, and we'll say it should access VLAN 30. Okay, now we've got this done. As you can see, all these ports have been put in separate VLANs. So the next thing is for us to come over here and get the configuration done. But before that, this port connecting to the router, is going to carry multiple VLAN traffic across the 3 different VLANs that we have. So this port has to be configured as a trunk port. So this port over here is F0 of 1. I'm going to go over here and then try to exit here, and I say interface F0 of 1. Alright, so I will say switch port mode trunk. That's what I need to do there. So over here on the router, I need to create sub interfaces, okay, to get that done. So just try to say no over here, and then I'll of course go to global config mode. So I'm going to create sub interfaces. Of course, I have F0 of 1 there, F0 of 1, that's the one connecting over there. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say no IP add because I'm not using it, and I'll say no short. That keeps it up. Now I need to create sub interfaces for my VLAN. So I'll say interface F0 of 1.10. Okay, you mustn't use .10, but just to make sure that everything is consistent, so I'm using .10. I could have used any number. Okay, so having done this, now The next thing is to give an encapsulation. So I'll say encapsulation dot 1q. Okay, now 1q what? The number must correspond with the VLAN. So 1q10. Okay, now you can assign an IP. You say IP add 192.168.10.1. If you look over here in our diagram, you'll see. Okay, so and then say 255.255.255.0. Alright, I'll say no short. Alright, so that does it for that sub interface. I'm going to create a second one over here. So I'm going to make this 20, and then here I'm going to make sure it is 20, and then of course the IP address, I'm going to just make sure that this place is 20 to be consistent. And then of course I'll do the last one, 30, and here is going to be 30 as well, and of course the IP, I'm going to come over here and I'll say 30. Okay, haven't done this, we are almost done. So the next thing is just for me to create DHCP for the various LAN. So I'm going to say anyway, let me just don't worry about that. Why is the interface still down? That interface is supposed to have been up by now. I hope I'm using the right interface. Oh damn, it is F0 Anyway, I can just remove this connection here and change it to be on F0. Okay, just to make sure that everything is up and I don't need to start configuring again. So I will use the manual setup so I can choose the interface that has been configured. Alright, so once you have this done, this is all set up at the moment, but I want to configure DHCP because I don't want to start giving IP addresses across this. So I'm going to just come over here, go back to the router rather. So I'll say IP DHCP to Cisco. Alright, or let me just say tech for the VLAN. Tech, I'll say network 192.168.10.0 255.255.255.0. Okay, I'll say default router 192.168.10.1. Alright, then DNS server 192.168.10. If that's your DNS, you just put it. Anything that's your DNS, you just put it there. So the next thing is for me to exempt. Okay, I'm going to exit here a bit and I'll say IP DHCP. Okay, dash excluded. Hope I'm on the right track. Oh, I'm wrong here. IP DHCP. It should be IP DHCP. Yes, excluded. I made a mistake somewhere. Excluded add. Okay, I'm going to exclude the default gateway 192.168.10.1. Okay, I didn't need to add this. I'm just in a rush to make sure this video doesn't get too long. So 192.168.10.1, and then of course the broadcast address 255. So that's it for this other one. So I'm just going to go back here and start from here again. This is going to be for sales. Alright, on board will be their network, will be the 20 network, and what will be the default gateway. We're going to be 20.1, and the DNS of course will just be the same, 20.1. Alright, so now I'm going to say exit from here, and I'll say IP DHCP excluded address IP DHCP excluded address, and this is going to be 20.1. Okay, and then 20.255. That does it for this. So let's do for the last one. This is going to be HR. Call this HR, human resources. So we are just going to go over here and get this other one over in a matter of time. So the network rather is a 30.0. What will be our default gateway? Let's just put DNS server here, 30.1, and then the default router is 30.1, and of course our exclusion is going to be 30.255 and 30.1. So this does it. Haven't done this. Let's just check across to make sure that we're taking IP addresses. So click on that, go to here, come over here, and then check here. As you can see, this guy over here has taken IP address from 10.0 network, which is 10.2. See the gateway is 10.1, which corresponds to VLAN 10. So I don't want to do it across because we don't have the time. So I'll come over here. This is going to take from 20. Okay. As you can see, this is 20.2. Even though they are connected to the same switch, they are not taking the same IPs because they've been assigned to different VLAN. This should be 30. Alright. So if you check over here, and we should have 30.2. See, everything is good from here. So now let's see the interesting part. Let's check from here. This should take from 10.0 network, even though it's not on the same switch with that one. Okay, you can see this is 10.3, showing that that guy is a member of VLAN 10. If you check the second one here, the second laptop over there, is still going to be from 10 because it's a member of VLAN 10. As you can see, 10.4. Okay, this is going to be from 20 network. You can see this is 20.3. all right. If I do for the second one, it's going to be 20.4. This is 20.4. okay. So here we should have 30 dot something. This is 30.3, and this guy here should be 30.4. All right. So now let's just do for this one so we can use it for the test. Okay, and this should be 10.5. okay, so we have 10.1, 10.5, no, 10.2 over here, and this is 10.3, 10.4, and 10.5 members of the same VLAN. Okay, so let's try to ping across the same VLAN. So I'm going to say ping 192.168.10.1, which is the gateway, and fair enough, you can see it's going through. Okay, and then let's try 10.5, which is the other one. As you can see, it's going through. Now let's try to ping across to other network. This is going to be 20.1. all right, as you can see, it's going through even though it's not on the same VLAN. So let's try 20.2 and see what happens. Just give it a time, give it some time. It's going to come up, give it some time. As you can see, it's up now, showing that we have inter-VLAN routing. So let's try 30. Something else, maybe 30.4, which is on the other switch. All right, let's see, let's give it some time. 30.4 is on the other switch. As you can see, it's up. It only lost a packet because it was traversing that route for the first time. As you can see now, no packet loss. All right, so that is how easy and quick it is for you to set up VLANs. We use VTP to replicate the VLANs across here, and even though these users are not on the same switch, you can see they are on the same network from here and here. They are on the same network. VLAN 20s, PCs here, and these ones are on the same network. The same thing across here. So to my friend who was having difficulties in setting up this, you can see now how easy and quick it is for you to set up. So thank you for watching this, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos, and also visit my blog at www.timigate.com. Timigate is spelled TIMIGATE.com. Thanks and stay safe.